show banter.
Oh my God, not again this week, bro. We're not doing this week, bro.
It's too late.
It's all holographic and shit. We got like holographic editions and shit.
It's been done.
We got the rare card.
So I saw this tweet from Matthew Cherry, and he said, one of the most wild, clean radio edit to album version transitions there ever was. I bought the CD and I was shocked. The song he put was Can I Get A by Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. And he used a little Pikachu shock gift with it, like him as a kid, like, oh my God, this is the real song. So my question to y'all is, what is a dirty version of a song that surprised you because you heard the clean?
I was just I was
like, holy shit!
Yeah, that was the first thing that came.
Them motherfuckers, I was like, this how y'all get out?
That's what y'all on.
Right.
David Banner Play. That one caught me off when I first heard that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't even think I knew what the song was talking about from the radio version.
I swear I didn't.
And then I heard that.
Body wet. What's that? Let me see your drip sweat.
Yeah, I thought it was like he was working out. I'm like, okay, yeah. Then I heard the real one.
New workout plan.
I was like, holy, you really got that? Dog, they really let that ring off at the
Whisper song is genius, though.
Dog.
Especially the remix when Free get on there.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, that's a good
It
one.
was something disgusting. I fucked
in
with
the
it.
best possible ways.
I fucked with it.
I'm sure you did. Any other songs that y'all want to get right into it?
I feel like What's Your Fantasy? Like that.
They didn't really bleep much of it out.
They didn't, but hearing words, like it kind of just.
Oh yeah, it
drove it home. It was like, God damn.
I remember that being on my radio in my room, cleaning up, and it got to the third verse, and I was like, oh my God.
Wait, did I tell y'all the story about the What's Your Fantasy remix?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, story time with Eric. So, my mom didn't allow cussing music like in the house, right? So I want to say I was in like 6th, 7th grade. And my sister got us, me and my brother both, Best Buy gift cards for Christmas. And like it was like $15, so it was like just enough to get a CD. So my brother got Marshall Mathers LP, and I got Back for the First Time.
Yeah, with the Sam Goody.
Best Buy.
I was like pretty sure he said Best Buy.
So then, like, I guess my mom found my brother's Eminem CD, and he ratted on me, like, Eric got Ludacris. So then, like, my punishment was I had to sit with her and listen to What's Your Fantasy remix.
Damn.
Did she just pick a random one, or did...
I don't remember. Like, I just know that was the song that... So, like, every time I hear that song from now on, like, I think of that moment. Because, like, seriously, like, go back and listen. Like, pause it right now. Go listen to What's Your Fantasy remix. And then imagine... as a 12-year-old listening to that with your mama.
I remember the first time I heard Some Cut, I was with my big cousin.
That's the shit.
Because the first 10 seconds is literally a bed squeaking. And it was just, and me and him were just sitting there, and I was like, this is, because we're older, like this is like high school, so I was like, this is a little
Excessive.
odd.
That was the first ringtone I bought.
That'd be so cool.
I also got in trouble for singing Jay-Z, Give It To Me. Not, when I was a kid. My mom was like, stop talking about funky, sweet, gushy stuff. So I don't know what you talking. What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? But yeah, that's pretty good. Let's get into the show. Welcome to episode 141 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
It's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. Oh, that felt good. That was a good one.
I'm the Urcha.
Only known as
The Urcha.
And I'm Camille, point out of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman,
The gentleman.
the everyday gentleman,
24/7.
but better known as K Diddy.
Take that.
So, if you want to find us, you can go on, mosey on over to www.technicalfile.com. Don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker.
Damn
You can also find us on the Twitter and the Instagram at Technical File. Facebook. We have a podcast page called Technical File Podcast. We also have a podcast group called Technical File Pod Overtime, where you can join in with the listeners, fans, and the fam.
Indeed.
Shout out to all the listeners. It's your first time here. We appreciate y'all. We don't know how you found us, but we're glad you did.
Glad you here.
Welcome.
We're gonna hope that we keep you entertained, that you come on back. Shout out to the fans. Those are, the people who know about us. They check in from week to week. They might not listen every week, but when they got time, they check in. They be in a Facebook group,
Thank you. Welcome again.
We appreciate y'all. Welcome to the show and to our Tech File fam. Those who be there with us every week, sending us reviews, sharing us on social media, putting us on, telling people.
Mad love.
What's up, fam? What's up, kinfolk?
What it do?
Appreciate y'all. Welcome to the show. It's your turn, Karen.
He looking
No,
around.
he was
Being
just looking
nosy
around.
and shit.
I'm like, trying to see what's wrong with you, nigga. Shit, you already looking around and shit.
Mind
Nigga.
your business.
Hey, nigga, we might have to pop the truck, nigga.
Hey,
I'm trying to
get the
make sure it was
business.
cool. God damn it. All right. But like I said every week, man, if you guys enjoy being a part of this amazing Technical File fam, share with everybody you know. Co-workers, your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your granny, everybody. So share with everybody.
For sure, for sure.
Thank you for everyone who's been participating in the Tech File challenge every week. Last week, what did we do?
Add them,
person to the group.
invite them.
Yeah,
to the,
added.
to the group.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody who added people, man, and all the new people that got
What
added
up,
to the
though?
group. Hope you listening to the pod right now. Welcome to the fam. We out here.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
We might as well run that back.
Yeah, let's keep that going. We'll run that back one more week.
Invite people to the Facebook group. Is the Tech
And
File
let us
Challenge
know.
for the
Let
week.
us know who you invited too, so we can, give them a
That was
official
random. It was
welcome.
like, so-and-so needs approval. So-and-so. I'm like, what the I'm like, oh, yeah.
Were you approving folks too?
I think I approved 3 people.
Okay.
I think
so
Donovan's guy was one of them.
I approved like
I'm let them handle that.
12,
I don't want to be the
12
reason
people or
why somebody get kicked out the group. But that's because kid at don't put it on me, goddamn it. They ain't acting a ducky, get their ass out of here. It ain't my fault, goddamn.
you don't want to repeat, huh?
Hell, hey, chill out. We didn't even want to bring that up. No, you cribbing. Y'all telling family business out here.
Wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. That includes Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
We there too.
Stitcher,
Yeah.
SoundCloud,
Yeah.
Spotify,
For sure.
iHeartRadio, Himalaya,
Like a player.
Whooshka,
Whooshka.
and wherever you're listening to this podcast right now. While there, make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, and review. It helps us, and we appreciate it. And, share the show.
For sure, share the show.
Real quick, one thing. Shout out to the wife, man. Today her birthday.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday.
Shout out to the wife. She's amazing, dope, beautiful, sexy as hell. We out here.
Look at you.
God is good all the time.
all the time. God
Yes,
is
sir.
good. Yes, sir.
But yeah, shout out to the missus.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Diddy.
Cassie.
Mrs. Take that. Take that.
Mrs.
Definitely
Take that.
finna be Diddy bopping in this motherfucker. Beast up, boy.
Some upcoming.
Cassie, Kim, or J-Lo?
Damn.
I'm in a J-Lo mood today, goddammit. Cheeks. That was the cheek star. This nigga tripping. Tag partner, this nigga, yeah.
So, some upcoming events. The podcast showcase that's going to be showcasing Milwaukee's newest podcast is going to be hosted by 72 and 10 TZ Talks and Sweats and Suits.
Mm-hmm.
That's taking place on March 21st at Rounding Third between 5 and 8 p.m. So come on out. The admission is $10. You get to see a bunch of podcasts. TZ's actually opening, so come on through. It'll be
Be
a
a
good
grand time.
Top cities from the last week, Tech File listeners. Number 1, Milwaukee with a bullet. 2 was Bellevue, Florida.
Bellevue.
I was like, okay.
Let's see y'all.
3 is Chicago, Illinois.
Shot-Town, what up?
4 is Irvine, California.
Irvine.
5 is Houston, Texas.
H-Town, I see.
6 is St. Paul, Minneapolis.
Oh, hell, how you do?
I said St. Paul, Minneapolis. St. Paul, Minnesota. The next one is Minneapolis, Minnesota. Then we got Rochester, New York.
Okay, Rochester.
Burbank, California.
Burbank.
And then number 10 got
Welcome.
me excited. We need some more listeners from this city
Where
here.
we at?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, ATL, what up? ATL stumping
LTL,
in this
hope.
motherfucker. What up?
ATL.
Tell your friends, hey, ATL listeners, get
Yeah.
some more of them.
Yeah, we need
Get some more. We're trying to come.
Give it
get,
some
get
more.
some more ATL
Pause.
listeners.
Well, give it some more.
We trying to come?
Top
You about to go ahead. You about to go ahead. You good. Give me some book.
international listeners included the UK, Spain, and Indonesia. So shout out to everybody who tuned in over the last week. We hope to, have y'all back next week. All that being said, let's get into the topics for this week. We're gonna start with the Bucks and Lakers recap because three of us are Bucks fans. Me, I was gonna say me, Ken, and Eric. Me, Tim, and Eric. Y'all names rhyme. It's,
Do it?
Ken, Tim.
Did that rhyme?
No,
At all. I was trying to think. I ran it back in my head like, wait.
did it? Nah, it's just three letters. Ken's the Lakers fan. Lakers won that game. I couldn't tell you the score.
113 to 103.
Not gonna lie to you, fell asleep. When I woke up, the first thing the mayor told me was Giannis got hurt, and I said, "What?" And then he said, "But he kept playing." And I said, "Man, don't wake me. Don't have me waking up, and the first thing you tell me is that Giannis got hurt."
She grabbed her chest. Oh,
how you feel you was sleeping and you woke up and they was like, "Hey, LeBron got hurt."
oh Lord, no!
Like,
God damn!
like it's not
Not him, Lord. Take me. Let me get my knee hurt. I don't gotta jump. All I gotta do is sit down at work. Please, Lord.
Ain't that your Twitter name right now?
Yeah. Knee capsule donor.
This motherfucker. That is hilarious.
Hell no.
It's funny. I used to
You can have it. I don't need the motherfucker.
I used to wish
If
I
it
could
work.
give people my speed too.
Oh shit.
Like that's. I guess that's just.
I think I tried to give some other Bucks players body parts pause.
God damn.
Like, I think it's
What do
probably
you
not.
want, sir?
On a silver platter.
Would you like this poontang on the plateau?
Why did it be the plateau?
On the plateau?
Plateau.
Why has to be poutine? Like,
Right. You the rock.
that sounds spicy as a motherfucker.
That's when she's had a vigorous day.
The name changes depending on the smell. We were getting off topic.
Jesus
Bucks Lakers.
Christ.
Feedback on the game. I'm looking to y'all because I didn't watch it.
I watched until halftime.
Did you fall asleep too?
I tried.
No, he was on the platter too.
Oh shit! Hey, that
Touche.
was hard, bro. I felt that, bro. That was ricocheted over here too.
So did you watch the whole game?
I did. I've been watching all Laker games. I just want them to win. Like, I didn't care how it happened, but it was weak though because I was like, "Damn, Giannis." I was like, "I hope he ain't hurt." Like when he was on the ground, I was like, "Damn."
Like I heard, I haven't even seen the replay,
Yeah.
but
It was
I heard-
stupid. So like, essentially, Avery Bradley tried to employ the only defensive strategy that works against Giannis, which is fall down when he's in your general vicinity.
Yeah.
So like when Giannis jumped, and I don't know if he actually dunked it or he went for a dunk. Like he was on the ground, and Giannis just kind of landed on him, and then like his leg kind of bent back a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got to get rid of that then.
yeah. But yeah,
So good win.
like we've been looking really good.
Y'all beat the Clippers the next night, or
Lakers-
not the next night, but your next
Like
game.
it's been looking good. The Kings been looking well.
Y'all play the Nets tonight, right?
I believe so.
Should be a dub.
I mean, with the
Let's
way
not
that the
speak too
NBA is
soon.
going this
Exactly,
month,
you never
probably.
know right now.
That's true.
But
It's a
LeBron
lot of
been
weird
hooping.
things. Yeah,
LeBron been hooping.
Yeah, he been putting up hella numbers.
y'all been winning like every other top team been losing.
Yeah,
So-
That's perfect for us. Goddamn.
Fucking Rockets.
Rockets can't catch a break.
We got to get them while we can. We in the West, goddamn it. You can hit a losing streak in the West, and
I hear you.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like if the problem with the Bucks usually is like there's some type of outlier shooting. So like if they shot their normal average, like they would have won like going away. To be quite honest, because like nobody aside from Giannis or DiVincenzo could like make a shot. Like Middleton was like 5 for 18
boy
or
White
something.
Dante, man.
Dog,
Hooping,
I told
man.
you I fucked with him from the start.
That's why I'm gonna call him yo boy because you was on it first.
Yeah,
Like
he definitely won mine.
you.
I remember that, dog. The whole video, fuck. Like, damn.
But yeah, that man is hooping right now.
I like it. But, good win.
I don't know. I'll take both of the Lakers matchups this weekend. Like I'll take 7 of both of them. So
I want everyone to be fully healthy
Me too.
to go through the rest of the year in the playoffs. So
I've
there's
been,
no excuses.
I've been
nothing.
saying that about the Lakers
I wanna
all
see-
year. I
I
should have been
really
saying that
wanna
about
see it.
Milwaukee.
Right.
Bledsoe
wanna
got
see
We
it
let
all
all
the
the
way through.
backups play yesterday.
well,
yeah, no, they punted on that game.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just like, okay. And then the one time you get some damn clock, DJ, you get shitted on like that.
he got punched.
That motherfucker got destroyed.
He got
He
dunked on
got.
so bad.
I mean, the slow mo showed him looking like bitch ass nigga, and slamming on his shit, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, damn, bro.
DJ looked scared in the clip. Like he was
like he was cowering while
He
he
did.
was like he kept going, like he was mumbling some shit. You gotta watch the clip in slow mo. He was mumbling some shit. He shitted on him, so I like.
Then they
damn.
waved it off.
No, I know, but no, bro.
They waved it off. That dunk didn't count.
Dog.
It counts in my heart though. Like,
Honestly,
Hey,
that
it
probably
still will be on my
like,
poster.
that probably makes it more legendary. Like it's like he dunked on him so hard, like they had to wipe the point.
Yeah, that was like, man, hey, that was like, fuck it, we can't give him that.
No, we can't do him like
Y'all
that,
can't
bro.
do him like that,
We
man.
can't.
Come on now.
We can't.
God damn, he ain't gonna never come back.
I was like, damn, dog. You finally get some tick, and damn.
I mean, hey,
And like either today or yesterday was either the 9th or the 10th was the anniversary of DeAndre Jordan's poster,
Okay.
which one?
the
Brandon
Brandon Knight
Knight?
one.
Ooh, that was nasty.
So Brandon Knight didn't have no business jumping.
that was his
He was trying to play defense.
I always say like I don't like getting dunked on. Like it don't happen if you play defense.
Occupational hazard.
Like it's gonna happen.
happens.
But you gotta pick your spots. Like Brandon Knight didn't have no business
He
jumping.
was trying to
and
play defense.
go for the stripper or something. Like don't try to block. Like you can't.
Did that end his career?
No, getting traded from Milwaukee did.
Yeah, that really did. He was hooping with us, though. I really fucked with him.
It's a weird.
I was so
case.
sad.
Yeah, I actually feel bad for Brandon Knight, and I don't like. It's just
And
like
he back in Detroit now.
he is back in
He's playing well.
But so hopefully maybe back in Detroit's gonna work out for him. Maybe
The Detroit Herd, like they've been balling
Damn.
recently.
the Detroit Bucks.
No, I say what I said.
Dang. NFL and 2K Games announced a new agreement today that will see the publisher return to football. Now, when this news broke, everybody got real geek, like NFL 2K coming back, and it's like, wait a second, it's not exactly
Right. They go sneak in there somehow.
because the thing is that these games are all non-simulation football experiences. So EA Sports still has the grip on
Which was
simulation
bullshit.
games.
Yeah.
So you ain't gonna see no NFL 2K. You might see like a Blitz or a
That's trash,
playground NFL game. But
I don't know what non-simulation means.
so not
I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know how that manifests like in the
In the-
current environment.
So-
Because like I don't know if the
so example what I was saying. So they could do like NFL Blitz.
No, I get it. I'm just saying like I don't think the NFL is trying to sell like the blitz style NFL games anymore, like with player safety and all that stuff. Like
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like it's like a more violent
so then
version
then
of
playground,
To make
Yeah.
2K do it.
play
For you.
NFL playground
Okay.
type of game.
But,
EA Sports did put out a statement. I'm going to read the first part of it because I was like, dang, EA Sports. They said, quote, EA Sports is the exclusive publisher of NFL simulation games, and our partnership with the NFL and NFLPA remains unchanged.
I hate it when they do it in the first place. I
And
really
dropped
did.
the mic.
And
And dropped the mic. All right,
Like, so you know, we still run this shit.
then they went on to talk about how Madden was so great this year and look forward to the next one.
Man.
But
But I think that I didn't read the entire thing, so sorry. But like I think I saw the exclusive deal like runs only through next year.
that's the rumor. It's not like officially out there,
Right.
but from what
But this
industry
is
people
smart.
are saying, like it's 2021 is when EA Sports contract ends.
Yeah,
officially.
EA Sports monopoly is over on the NFL.
Not necessarily. It's just like the current agreement. Like they can re-up with them.
Right.
But that's smart on the NFL's part because like now you open up a bidding war.
Yep.
Because like if EA got too comfortable, they're like, well, we're in business with 2K now.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all
2K
gotta come
giving
with
the
it.
cap.
I didn't like when EA Sports got the exclusive rights over it anyways.
They dropped the bag.
Oh, I know why they did it. I just didn't like it because as a gamer, it was like,
Yeah.
now we don't.
One option.
They're like
and it's trash.
Konami when they took Juventus, so they couldn't put them in FIFA this year. So like Ronaldo and them wasn't in the game. They made some fake ass
It's a fake
Italian
Ronaldo on
squad.
it.
Yeah, it's a cold ass team. I don't know what the fuck their name is. I'm like, what the fuck is they?
What they call
Get on
it.
there, you're like, man, these niggas is cold. What's this striker do?
It's like
Find
player
out it's
99,
Ronaldo and
player
shit.
99 from
Like,
the old live.
exactly.
That used to be Jordan.
Exactly. Like, nah, bro, that shit's trash.
I
I
used
can't
to
wait
hate
to
that.
open up.
Player 99.
I used to, man, you can't be player 99. All right, fine.
I'll be his boy ass anyway.
Everybody knows it's Jordan.
We'll talk about Barkley later in the show, but I'm hoping that one of these days soon he will allow his image to be in the game because he's one of the last holdouts.
Yeah.
Don't put me in no video games. Let me play with a young Barkley on 2K, man. NBC has declined ESPN's initial request to engage in trade talks. I know that sounds weird. I'm gonna say that again. I said NBC. That's the network. Has declined ESPN, another network's initial request to engage in trade talks to acquire Al Michaels. ESPN was looking to get Michaels to pair with Peyton Manning for Monday Night Football because they're trying to give Peyton Manning the bag. up to like $20 million a season because Romo got.
It was like, oh, Romo, okay, say less.
Peyton was like, excuse me.
You know who I am. Run that bag now.
Double it.
Now.
That'd be wild.
But what Peyton go out there be trash though?
That's what I'm saying. Like at least you
Like,
know.
what
Still
if he
Peyton
really
Manning,
not-
and he gonna draw in people.
And he got the southern draw.
I mean,
I think he
gonna
gonna try to be
commentary.
Romo though. Like you can't.
No. I'm just saying, like they're getting him for name recognition.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm assuming they're anticipating he'll be as
mean,
good as Romo, though.
I mean, if they paying him, they're paying him the bag for the name, hoping that people will tune in.
Tune
But
in.
I mean, let's be honest.
I don't know.
Peyton Manning's got to be better than Booger because,
No, yeah.
like,
Well, yeah.
Man.
we got to get him off. We got to get him off of Monday Night Football. So if y'all want to try to trade for Al Michaels to get Booger off TV, I'm cool with that.
I'll be on there.
Who was
talking
out?
circles.
Why was Al Michaels traded in the first place?
He wasn't traded. They were trying to get him.
No, he was traded to NBC.
Oh, you mean an
back
initial
in the day.
trade?
Yeah.
Do you know why he was initially traded?
So when NBC took over Sunday Night Football, like as the primary primetime marquee game of the week, NBC wanted him to pair with John Madden. So like NBC
I can see
had
that.
whatever the Disney forerunner to Mickey Mouse was. I think I don't know the name of it, but it was like a duck
Steamboat
or a
Willie?
bunny or something.
Okay.
I don't know, but they had a character, and somehow NBC came into possession of that character, and Disney wanted it back. So, like, they made a trade for a cartoon character, the rights to a cartoon character
Damn,
that
how-
Walt Disney created.
How would you feel if you got traded for a cartoon character?
When that cartoon character is worth like billions of dollars, like I'll take it.
Hey,
I don't know about that. I'd be a little
a cartoon character.
like,
So-
so, you traded me for Bugs Bunny?
Hey, Bugs that dude, though.
Yeah, it's Bugs Bunny, bro.
Bugs damn near the goat,
That's
bro.
not
It's
a perk,
Bugs Bunny, bro. That's
I hear
icon.
you. I'm glad that
Now,
y'all be okay
now
with
if it
it.
was like,
I'm-
you know, Mortimer Mouse or some shit, then I'd be like, the fuck. Like if it was like Otto from Rocket Power, like I might have a
Hey,
problem.
Otto
with
was dope, dog.
I forgot about Rocket Power. I used to love that show.
But I hear you.
Yeah. Minnesota forward Maya Moore. She put her career on hold, as we talked about before. And she was actually helping out 39-year-old Jonathan Irons get released from prison. And on Monday, his initial conviction was actually overturned. So shout out to
what's
Maya
up.
Moore.
Okay.
That's dope.
Using her time away from the game to make some change.
Yeah, definitely dope.
The NFL Players Association and the League Management Council have agreed to move the franchise transition tag deadline from Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to Monday at 11:59 a.m. Eastern Time. You know, the players are still voting on the CBA, so they're just trying to give teams a little bit more time.
Right. I mean, they still arguing over that.
Yes, they are. And a lot, like, Aaron Rodgers came out. I don't know if y'all saw his little interview that people were, of course, misquoting.
They love to do that.
So, like, someone was on my Twitter, like, they just quoted the part where Aaron was like, I'm not worried about someone beating out my spot. And it was like, and y'all thought Jay Cutler was cocky. And I was like, okay, the whole the whole quote was him saying, I
Hell
understand
no.
where I'm in my career. I'm at the later half of it. If they drafted somebody, no, I wouldn't be upset. I get it. It makes sense. But let's be real. I'm not going to lose my spot in no training camp this year. Like, let's be honest. And I was like, you got to have the cocky with the, yeah, I'm getting old part too. Because it has the context.
You understand?
Yeah, because then it's like, yeah, okay, I'm glad you know you old. We ain't disillusioned over here.
He about to start the Wash King narrative. He saw how well it's worked.
I don't think he.
Some people will start bringing Aaron Rodgers crowns and shit. He's the king now.
I don't know if Aaron got it.
See, you feeding into it. He's gonna clip this.
Wash.
Do it, Aaron.
I'm gonna tweet it now. Wash.
Make me pay by
I remember
giving me.
when the kid Tech Foul called me Wash.
I think if we get the receivers, his arm will magically reappear.
Okay.
We've seen this with Peyton Manning.
Exactly.
We've seen
So
this
it's-
with
I mean,
too many
we've
quarterbacks,
seen,
bro.
like,
We'll see.
We've seen it with too many
I don't know.
quarterbacks.
course-
Drew
of
Brees
course
was
I-
on his last legs a couple years ago, and he bounced back.
Of course, I hope I'm wrong, but Aaron's been declining over the last few. It's not just last year.
We
It's
had
been the
a
last
half
few
ton of
years.
drops last year too.
I understand, but a lot of them were also because he was just throwing the ball in the wrong. His placement is off. It was off last season. He
get
was missing a lot of throws he normally makes. That's why watching Patrick Mahomes was like, oh my God, Aaron Rodgers is really old. Because that's when I realized that watching Patrick Mahomes, like, Aaron used to be able, not the athleticism, but like some of the throws, it's like, God, Aaron used to be doing that. Then I'll turn to the game and I'm like, who are you throwing to?
I do like one last thing about the Players Association. Like they need to keep their shit in like
In-house?
Yeah, like
Yeah, they messy.
It's leaking
like
all
they
over
are
the place.
they're getting played by the owners. Like they do this every single time. Like the owners have a playbook and the players play into it every single time. So they're going to wind up with a shitty deal. because they're going to be desperate. And like if you negotiate from a position of strength, like you're more likely to get what you want. But because there's so much infighting and publicly, like
so many leagues.
Because like honestly, the owners aren't
The players out here
in
tweeting
lockstep.
it.
Yeah, the owners aren't in lockstep either. But like they at least come together like for the greater good. I mean, that's
show
easier
up.
when it's like 32 individuals versus I don't know how many thousands.
Some, yeah.
But still,
1,100.
yeah.
Give or take a couple hundred.
But they just need stronger leadership. Like that's been an issue for so long.
There was a great clip that emerged with Steven Jackson
Done.
recapping.
Oh my god!
So
A
for some
shootout.
backstory, so on All the Smoke, on the most recent episode of All the Smoke, they had Al Harrington on, former Pacer, former Warrior. He actually owns like a really big weed business. So like the whole second half of that was about the weed business. So like if you're interested in the marijuana industry, like I would say, it's definitely worth a listen. But the first half was like kind of recapping his NBA career and how it intersected with like Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
So to set the stage, Al Harrington returned to the Pacers after like a year or two in Atlanta. And in preseason, they had an off day, which was followed up by another off day. So like they figured that they would go blow off steam. And we'll pick up the story from there because Steven Jackson tells it much better than I could have.
That man's a great storyteller.
I swear.
Like I wanna. We talking about hot box with Mike Tyson. I want to smoke with all the smoke.
Yeah.
That's who I was
Running
smoking.
out the club, and like I was right behind him. But as Al was turning the corner at the light, I seen Jamal running out the club, and they was chasing Jamal to his car. So I put my shit in reverse. And as I we just got a gun license, so I pulled my shit out, and I ran over there with Jamal. I had my shit in my hand. By the time I get over there, like we about to fight, so I hit one of them with my pistol. Bow. We get to fighting. More dudes come up out the club. I've been in that position too many times. I know before I get surrounded and stumped out, I'm gonna let off some warning shots. Bow, bow. I let two off. By that time, I was running to my car. One of the niggas that got in their car and sized me up in the parking lot and hit me going like 35, 40 miles per hour. Boom, knocked me in the air.
God damn.
I hit the ground. The momentum of the car hit me. My face is hitting the ground. I stand up, all my teeth gone, my lips shattered. And I was out of it. But what made me come back was one of my teammates. I ain't got to say his name on here. He started letting off at the car. And that made me come out of it. So as I stood up and saw that, I pulled my shit out and chased the car down. As I shot my last shot, I passed out. Wake up in the back of the car with Marquise Darren's police car because just for the simple fact that they had all of us arrested. But they had me in the car and I was unconscious, so I hear him kicking the door. He think I'm dying because my teeth gone, my lips just bleeding everywhere. He think I'm dying, so he kicking the door, and that's how I wake up. 10 minutes later, they let us go.
NBA players.
Preseason.
It's more to it.
It's a
The
longer
entire-
story.
yeah.
Like a shootout.
Hey, sorry, one thing I forgot to mention. This is outside of a strip club. Like,
Wow, bro.
Out here.
Steven Action
Wow.
Jackson, man.
He was about that action, boss.
Always have been.
bro, NBA niggas is some real niggas.
Like
Like,
real talk.
like the league has cleaned itself up. Like I'm serious, some shit. But can you imagine like in 2020 with
This
Twitter and all
happened.
this shit? Like,
Man, hell no.
It'd have been everywhere.
Hell no.
They would have been kicked.
like they would have so many videos of him
league
getting
would
hit
be
by a
shut
car.
It'd be a beam. It's gonna be a gift and shit.
of him getting
They'll
hit.
get him get hit. They gonna throw some music to that shit.
Damn.
Do a whole dance off his ass.
Ain't there a gift for somebody getting hit by a car where he like fly up?
Oh, shut up.
It's like a white dude.
It probably is. Goddammit.
I'm pretty sure there is. I'm about to look, but
But
yeah, that's
yeah.
wild. Check out All the Smoke. It's one of my favorite
Definitely a dope
podcasts
podcast.
going on. Brooklyn and head coach Kenny Atkinson agreed to part ways. So they say.
So they say.
So they say. What's the next coach name?
Jack Bond.
Is he? I know he a black dude, but like, does he have like French in his?
No,
No, they just went with a French.
former
name.
NBA point guard,
I was curious about his
All American at
lineage.
Kansas.
Because,
I hated his game, but he's cold
Yeah,
in college.
black dude with a French name. He's the coach for the remainder of the season. He is what he is for the remainder of the season. Apparently, Durant and Irving never connected with Coach Kenny, and there was growing belief that they did not have interest in playing for him when it was their time to get on the court.
It was like, well, get him out of here.
Right. And it was also apparently not limited to just Durant and Irving. Several other players also said they were also having some disconnect with Coach Atkinson.
Pretty much all the new dudes.
Apparently the communication wasn't there. They didn't know their roles. DJ or DeAndre Jordan was talking about I was told I was going to be a starter when I got here. Y'all got me off the bench. Like, what's up? It's like, well, Jared, you know. But he gone now. And apparently, like, Kenny's position was, y'all probably going to fire me this summer, so I would rather just leave now on my own terms.
Let me loose.
Let me he going to get a job next year, though.
Yeah.
Like, quick.
Yeah.
But it just made me think how different it is when you get the culture rebuilding team versus a team with superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you got rebuilding players and, like, guys who from the G League and whatnot who have this all hustle mentality, like,
They ain't hungry.
you can impart more of yourself into that team culture. When you have a superstar on your team, the culture goes as the superstar goes.
Yeah.
So,
And you got two.
Especially when they're imported.
yeah. And they're also...
And they brought their boy.
And the two superstars you have with Durant and Irving, they are two of the more...
Loud.
Vocal.
I don't know. I don't want to...
Expressive.
All of those words fit. So, yeah, things change quick.
Yeah.
So what available coaches do you see, one, them going for, or two, succeeding there?
I asked, could we see Kid back there?
That will make perfect
As
sense.
a Bucks fan, I hope.
That will make
Like,
sense.
could
though.
we actually see Kid returning that?
That will make perfect sense, though. It could make sense.
Because as of right now, he ain't taking over head coach.
He thought it was.
We
he
thought
thought he was gonna come to LA and be
Thought it was
sweet.
sweet.
Vogel was like, "What? Vogel ain't even coaching. He ain't even coaching." He was like, "Nigga, I got LeBron AD. I don't gotta do shit. I'm sitting down, nigga. Hey, run that shit. When LeBron say, do that shit."
So he could.
I did hear the name. I heard Ty Lue's name thrown out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Irving likes Ty Lue.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But
I saw conflicting reports on that because, like, one said like Kyrie Irving wants Ty Lue as coach, and then like 20 minutes later, it was like Kyrie does not want Ty Lue as the coach. So
That sounds like a Kyrie headline.
yeah, honestly, they were probably both right. Like,
I was
it's
gonna
just,
say, he probably was like, yeah, you know what, I would like Lou back. Then he thought about it and was like, no, I don't.
and
Someone,
then next week he'll want him.
right? Someone say, sources say, I don't want him there. But I don't know. I think someone who I'm cool with brought up Mark Jackson. I can't remember who that was, but I was like, y'all really want Mark Jackson to have a job?
Yeah.
You know, honestly, at this point, I'll take it because that gets his ass off my TV.
Oh shit.
This motherfucker said that Brook Lopez was the worst defender in the Bucks starting lineup.
He did say that.
Wow.
Yeah,
But he don't watch a lot of games.
he clearly don't.
He don't.
It's his job to watch games, or it's his job to talk about them. Like, I don't care if you ain't watching.
He's
Like,
like,
you
I
at
ain't
least
watch,
need to know
he
what the
ain't
fuck's
watched
going
Dan
on.
Buck game all season.
Not
I ain't
one.
out there like, oh, I didn't know they was this good.
Yeah, Brooks the liability out there.
Who was Giannis? Adobo?
I don't know which-
Odabobo?
It was Odabobo.
It's two of them. Shit.
Hey, Thanasis was playing hard in Denver last night.
Hey, he be hustling.
He got a block where I'm pretty sure he hit his head on the rim when he blocked it.
It was a nice ass block.
It was very impressive. They lost, but it was fun to watch. Transactions, Tim.
MLB. Christian Yelich signs a 9-year, $215 million deal with the Milwaukee Brewers, taking him through 2019, I believe. I mean, not 19.
It's dope to see the
29.
Brewers have a legitimate star.
I thought that
Do you
was
remember the
That's gonna be here
deferred
for a
money?
minute.
$4 million. So why are you looking? So he decided to take some money and deferred. So the Brewers will be paying him, I believe, until 2052.
2042. You were close.
2042.
You got the
There
two
we
there.
So
It's-
what he's doing is he's
It's
taking his
smart.
salary. It's
That's
$26
smart as
million
hell.
per year, and he's taking $4 million off of it.
No, it's
every-
like 30 a year, so he's
Oh,
taking 4 off to
so
get
he-
it to 26.
right. So he's deferring it for 4 years. I mean, for $4 million per year, and then after his contract is up, they're going to continue paying that $4 million out.
It's smart on one hand, but also $4 million in the years that he'll be playing is going to be worth way more than $4 million in 2042.
Yeah, but he got 26 now, so
Right.
But still, like
I hear you.
he's losing money on that proposition, or at least
I mean,
value.
but it's his money.
It is.
Right.
I'm not telling him what he should or shouldn't do. I'm just saying, like, it is smart because you have income coming through, like, till 2042. But also, like, the
22 years
money,
from now.
like, if you take the money now and you just invest that in, like, a low yield bond, like, you can make more money by that time anyway.
But he probably will because that was smart on his half already. So he probably thought about that shit too.
I mean, it's not like he doesn't.
I mean, he's
have-
helping out the team, like, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But
I mean, because
Yeah.
it's just his money.
and it's also like it
He
is
need
his
help
money
too, though.
Right, that's
He
all
can't-
I'm
he
telling you,
already
like-
took a below market deal.
Oh yeah, we got him at a.
because we got
Deal.
him from the
No, I'm saying, like, this deal,
No,
like,
this
he could
deal.
make
This one-
way more money if he hits the open
He's
market.
easy 300.
oh
Easy.
he wants
Easy
he said
300.
he said he wanted to be a
He
career
gonna pay
pro.
that.
Yeah,
No,
he's
I'm
easy.
just
And I
saying,
appreciate him for it.
He's doing them a favor and
Yeah,
then doing
right.
another favor on top of that.
See, I don't. But see, I hear what you're saying. I don't see him as using deferred money as a favor because it's like,
It's his money.
yeah, like
That's why I keep telling
yeah,
people,
like
like,
it's his money, and it's also one of those things where it's like, okay, you don't know how long your athletic career is going to last. Like, if he gets baseball contracts are all guaranteed, right?
Sure.
Yes.
I believe so,
No?
right?
Are they fully guaranteed?
you know?
baseball
Yes,
contracts?
MLB.
Yeah, I thought they were
contract.
So like if he
Yeah.
knock on wood, of course, now you don't want nobody to get hurt. But if you get signed a massive deal in MLB and you get hurt, do you get the rest of your contract, or is there like some injury
Yeah.
provision?
No, he's still got it.
Okay, so great to hear that. Not like the NFL, but it's like, what's his name? Who gets a check every year?
Bobby Bonilla.
Like you really don't have to work. Like that's the problem. Most athletes, they don't budget their money right as they play, and then they can retire, and then it's like, well, I need another job. You deferred money until 2042. You getting a check for a couple million every year until for the next 22 years,
Yeah.
and you can just do whatever
Whatever the hell you want.
And then you already have the bulk of the other money
that you
that
could
you're
have been
still using or
investing and doing
he's-
whatever.
But he was MVP right before his arbitration. MVP and runner-up for MVP last year.
the year before that.
So it's like, all right, we really could have paid that $300 million for him. So he really did look out for us, and I appreciate him. You know, I fuck with it.
You just got to get him
I
some
really
help, though.
do.
He can't do it by himself.
Just so we're clear, I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. My point is like the Brewers having to pay that $4 million out in 2042 is worth less than the $4 million they would have had to pay out if they paid it to him like during his playing career.
Unless
Yeah.
they doing super trash by then, $4 million means a lot to him.
Well, yeah.
I'm saying the
No,
never mind.
I hear what you're
Whatever.
talking about. The actual
The
value,
actual value
dollar,
of the money.
because
Yeah.
the dollar continues to grow weaker. Yes,
Exactly.
Yeah.
but in the general sense, like
Yeah.
it's money coming in. So
I just want to be clear, like so nobody thinks I'm stupid. But go ahead.
Ain't
For
nobody
sure.
gonna think
I'm about to say, I
you
don't
Right,
think they
no,
ever
nobody
came
thought
in.
that.
Somebody
The
lying,
last
bro.
one.
Like, man, that nigga stupid as a
Hey,
bitch.
the last
Who?
one.
The nigga that's always saying the smart shit.
Nigga, that's Malcolm. That's brother Malcolm. Fuck you up.
NBA. The Los Angeles Clippers signed center Joakim Noah for no damn reason, a 10-day contract. The Los Angeles Lakers signed guard Deion Waiters. You know what?
Welcome.
We were talking about that on the game when they were talking about signing Waiters and Jay. No, that was us last week.
I would say that was definitely our show last
That was
week.
just us last week.
Yep.
We were talking about it again on the game, but congratulations to Deion. Congratulations, brother Deion.
Don't be flying
Somebody
underwater
put
in
him
LA.
under his wing, under their wing. Don't let him go.
He gonna be out in LA lost this.
Hey, I only didn't want you to get it because I didn't want you to go. So good luck, brother.
We still got room to get another shooter too, by the way. So
How many goddamn roster
Who
spots
was
I
y'all
got?
cut?
I don't know. When I was just reading, they said they made room to get one more shooter, and I was like, oh,
Who's
well,
even unless they bring in JR, who's even available?
no shit.
thought you
Him,
only had
Jr. They said it was like,
I thought
our
you
bad.
only
We,
had one spot.
Detroit claimed guard Jordan McRae off waivers. McRae had hoped to join Phoenix following release from Denver. Damn.
Yeah, so they released him with the understanding that he would like land in Phoenix because he would clear waivers or be claimed by Phoenix. But because Detroit's worse, they put in the claim before it.
Damn, dog.
You was about to be in the
Salty.
desert in the
Like, man,
sun
what the
Damn, dog.
with D Book. Now you just
Damn, dog.
you in Detroit.
You in Milwaukee.
No, he's in Detroit.
He's in Detroit,
This
but
was kind of
don't
disrespectful.
with the
you
Bucks.
disrespect
Exactly,
my
that's
city
kinda
to call
disrespectful,
him-
sir.
Don't you dare call Milwaukee Detroit.
It's kind of disrespectful.
Don't you?
No offense, Detroit,
now I'm like,
but you're no Milwaukee, all right?
Especially since Detroit got a problem with us. How dare you?
Exactly.
That's where the nigga who sent us the angry
Yeah,
letter
it's like,
was,
hey, this nigga sent an angry letter. You know what?
talking about some I'll F y'all wives, and I was like,
Yeah, like
whoa. I really wish I would have kept that.
Angry
letter.
you gotta be to write a letter in 2019 or whatever the year was.
He was upset. He sent
This
us a
guy
whole
was upset,
message.
bro.
He was pissed.
I don't know what we don't even talk about Detroit like that. Outside of just now when I said, don't you ever
Exactly.
compare Milwaukee to Detroit.
The one time.
I think he was just mad because the sports team, like we were talking about the
We was
sports
talking about
team,
the sports team like we are now.
like they not all garbage. Like
Yeah,
who,
nigga.
I mean,
who was good at the time?
no, I thought you said
At
you
the
said they're
time,
not
shit.
all garbage, and I was saying, oh
Trying to figure it out.
Not like I watch hockey often, but my hockey team is the Red Wings, so it's kind of like there's
And they're garbage now. Too,
they
right?
are they've been bad for us.
saying you got
Yeah, I think the
Tigers.
Pistons had the highest win percentage of all the Detroit teams,
Jesus.
and we know how bad they are.
We're gonna pray for y'all, Detroit.
They'll get back.
Y'all need some prayer.
Y'all got legal weed, so y'all good. Y'all don't need our prayers.
Right, Dad. Illegal weed.
And he gonna send a letter next week. Like, y'all know what? I apologize because y'all made a lot of sense. I was stupid for writing that letter in the first place.
I doubt he listening. That'd be hilarious if he was though. Like every week he hate listen. Like
And he gonna do a review. He was like, I haven't listened in 3 years. And as soon as I come back, they're talking about me. Fuck them. Fuck them all.
his first episode back since then.
Since then, and we talking about him. We like, what the fuck? I thought I got away from this shit. Man, fuck them.
I do want to say though, shout out to Inaudible Ruckus podcast. I know you
Shout out,
from
definitely.
you from Detroit.
Yeah,
You my guy. You
shout
know
out.
these are just jokes. Appreciate y'all.
Denver signed guard Troy Daniels. Damn. Troy took his spot, huh? Indiana and guard /forward Lance Stevenson are in strong talks on a deal that could bring him back to the Pacers.
For the third time.
Yeah.
Back for the third time.
And the OKC Blues, the Thunder affiliate, signed guard LiAngelo Ball to a G League
Hey,
contract.
I see you.
let's go,
I
Jello.
see you out here.
I had to look up to see if you still draft eligible if you signed to the G League and
You
you
are.
can't.
He already
you are
went
still.
to he already went to the draft last year.
The actual NBA draft?
Yep.
Yeah, he just didn't get drafted.
He was undrafted. The Suns and the Thunder were interested in him, so that's where he thought he was going to land. So him landing with the Blue made sense because the Thunder had been interested in him before he got hurt
Wait, when did he get
in the
hurt?
second round. He's had some foot problems,
Yeah.
on and off.
So Lamar's been back in the news? I haven't seen
Lamar or
any.
LeVar?
LeVar.
LeVar said something about about Melo's body not filling out all the way because his mom's white. He said that on Undisputed.
Wow.
Ignorant as a motherfucker.
Like for real,
Sorry, I
like
asked.
they were like, when Melo's a little thin, when is he gonna fill out? And he's like, well, his mom's Caucasian. And I was like, what?
What he would have said about Mel, get the fuck out of here. He finna get me the fuck off TV with that
Skip
shit.
Bayless was looking at him
wrong
like,
with
he look at Shannon like,
Who's
I
man?
mean, when'd you get your man body?
Nah,
like,
bro,
like
no.
what, 14, 15? I was like, woo, LeVar, you out here bringing up some bad stereotypes right now. And also, you clearly don't come from, you're not familiar with like a lot of white people because like I went to Milwaukee Lutheran. And we was playing football against like Homestead and Germantown.
Them
and
motherfuckers, bro.
Big,
built,
huge, bro.
Them mother. It ain't even gotta be them. Dog. Again, Kettle Moraine. I hated Kettle Moraine, but them motherfuckers was big as hell. I'm like, God damn, bro.
So to to say that you gotta be black to have a man body is just wild. That's
just ignorant, though. You know his mama. What?
his
The
person
fuck
probably
do that
listening like what?
Wait, found it.
The clip.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Shannon just laughing it off like let's move on, let's roll. But yeah,
Skip.
How close is Melo to getting the man body that I see Lonzo getting now?
They're not going to get their man body till they like 22, 23. And that's because of their mom. Just he's Caucasian, he's black.
Oh, I got it.
Shoot, he probably had his man body when he was 19. I had mine when I was 19, I'm 400 pounds. We were strong back then, you know.
Hey, he was like, no, I got it. I got it, boss. Kill, bro.
Like, hey, don't say no more. Say no more.
Everybody got quiet, like,
Shannon just started dying, bro.
Damn. No, I got it, sir. I got it. They got
wild.
Oh, shit.
I was surprised
funny,
that
bro.
actually didn't get more news coverage than it got. Because
I was like, I ain't heard shit since Jello getting his contract.
Skip was probably like, hey, y'all, like, do me a solid and just
did what I would expect.
brush this one on the road. Like, Undisputed got to do well. Y'all don't bring no attention to my
that is
show.
funny.
Like, just please.
He wild, dog. All right, NFL. Baltimore guard Marshall Yonder, 8-time Pro Bowler, has announced his retirement. I think that was today, too, wasn't it?
Either today or yesterday.
Happy trail, sir. New York Giants tight end Rhett Ellison has announced his retirement as well. Las Vegas released linebacker Tahir Whitehead.
I read that and I was like, who? And I was like, aw,
Like, it was weird writing it.
the Raiders. I was like,
When he can't say that, I was like, wait, what the fuck? I was like, damn.
Like, we talking about XFL?
Exactly, like, damn. Oh, when we just start doing this, I'm geeked now.
I've been waiting to talk.
I've been waiting to talk about XFL.
I think we the only two who've been watching it.
I seen a game, like Houston.
XFL
last
been
week,
lit,
they played
bro.
somebody.
Low key, like,
It's been lit.
it's kind of fun.
Buffalo signed defensive back Josh Norman. I was like, oh, you go ride the defensive wave. Okay.
That's a good signing for Buffalo.
That is.
Because, like, McDermott used to be his defensive coordinator in Carolina. Like, when he was actually good.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
When he had
He
bars
was in
about
Washington.
him.
I mean, he was good in Washington. He was hurt a lot in Washington.
You can't be. What
The
you always
best
say?
ability is the availability.
I hear you.
Do you, though?
Like, every time I hear I got the keys and Jay-Z be like, I perform like Josh Norman, I ain't normal nigga, I'd be like, this bar didn't hold up. Josh did not do his part for this bar.
And lastly, there is mutual interest between quarterback Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Did not see that coming.
I was like, damn, they go get
Jacoby
Brissett out
Speaking
of
of, like, coordinators, like, I think either the quarterback's coach or the offensive coordinator
There's a
that was
connection.
previously in San Diego, well, with the Chargers. That I still can't call them LA. Like, the Chargers are always going to be San
They
Diego.
came out with that new logo. That shit
So
was trash.
that's on here, but since we're here, have y'all seen it?
It's
It's
got
the
boo-boo.
Rams one, though, right?
The Rams
The
one, right?
new Rams
Yeah.
logo.
Yeah, that was
Chargers.
that was trash.
I
Yeah, I did
couldn't.
say the trash, my bad.
It's trash.
I was like, what?
It didn't seem real. It didn't seem finished. Like, I was like,
Maybe
they
that's like a
leaked it.
this a
secondary.
proof or something?
I think it's like a secondary logo because there's no way that's their primary.
Yeah, it can't
Someone
be.
said this logo looked like a grown Lisa Simpson.
Damn, bro.
Bam.
Damn, bro.
That's crazy, bro. A grown
I was like, dang. And you only seen a grown
It's
Lisa like
a
once
sun,
or twice.
though. It's supposed to be
so,
like a sun and a ram.
bro.
I don't.
Is it supposed to be the horn of the ram? So I can see the ram horn.
yeah.
Okay.
That
It
shit
could-
just,
it could
that's
be.
God.
It's just
You can do
Attach the
more than
head,
you can do
know,
better
I can see
than that,
I can see
bro.
the horn. I'm trying to figure this shit out.
Bro, y'all NFL team, bro.
Shoot, I know some designers in Milwaukee could have gave y'all a better logo than that.
For real.
Probably for
A
what?
couple.
Dog, same bag. But
But yeah, that's ugly. Charles Barkley and Draymond been going at it again. Draymond made some comments after
Obviously, guys like Barkley,
a game.
beyond
You
that.
don't- okay.
No, Barkley.
I clicked it and it started.
The hell was she talking about?
Right, let it keep going.
he let it ride for like 4 minutes and shit. Most of the time we be like, click. So I'm like, we just gonna let that roll.
I was letting it fade in like you do.
Oh,
This
shit.
ain't the radio segment, nigga.
But no.
We'll have to
Draymond.
well damn face up.
I was trying to set
Well,
the table up. But Draymond had some comments after practice in regards to Barkley, because Barkley always has something slick to say on TNT about
Talking about he got a
Draymond,
triple single.
which he did. Her dog's holler. All right, go ahead, Draymond.
No, I don't want to play.
Popping all that good shit a second ago.
Loud, crystal, too.
Obviously, guys like Barkley, but beyond that.
No, Barkley should stop before I go take his job, though. So I can do that well, too. He already ain't make enough money playing, so he need that job. He should stop talking to me. I like to,
Broke.
tendency to end people. So he should stop before I take his job.
Not soon, though.
They serenade niggas.
If he keep talking, I'll take it soon. sooner than he thinks. So yeah, he probably should be quiet. He also can't talk basketball with me either. Not smart enough, not qualified. No rings, can't sit at this table.
And I was cool with everything Draymond was saying until the very end.
Just studied for no reason.
I was like,
he just studied on it for no reason.
You know, like when you going back and forth with somebody, like sometimes you gotta hit them below the belt.
Yeah, he was like, you know, that was just a good fuck you for
he already had him with the "I'll take your job." Like it was perfect.
Did, like,
and then you went to the rings argument, which is such a flawed argument because it's like, nigga,
it is, but you know he's salty about it.
Hurt dogs holler. That's why
he threw it
Charles
in there.
Barkley couldn't do nothing but stutter when he heard this shit. He couldn't get his words out his mouth. You don't want that.
Oh no, Charles had something to say.
Oh shit.
Charles was of course going to respond to what Draymond said because in this situation, normally Chuck ain't right, but I'm team Chuck in this this particular exchange because he wasn't lying.
May I play it now?
Go ahead.
Man, who's the least important member. And he think the crowd is like cheering for him. He doesn't realize he's standing next to Justin Timberlake. Yeah, he's the least famous person in the boy band, and he thinks he's a star.
So he's Joey. He's Joey Fatone.
Damn.
I'm not going to talk about Joey. I know Joey.
Okay, Lance Bass. He's Lance Bass.
Stop it, man. We're not going to do something about it. But he's like in the boy band, who's lucky to be in the boy band, and like he think all the girls are screaming for him. And, like, no, they're screaming for Justin Timberlake. You're just in the band. Enjoy being in the band because you're never going to have any hit singles. But he's a nice guy. I like messing with him.
I do. It's fun.
I do. I like messing with him. But first of all, he don't have a face for TV. He's got a face for radio. So he's not going.
Like Charles Barkley got a face for TV. Like, come on. Like once again, y'all was strong until the end.
We talked about this with Giannis and Harden. Like sometimes being petty is better than facts.
John said, you know, he got a face for radio. Like, God damn. He ain't lying, goddamn.
I mean, yes. Yeah. But I mean.
But no, like you can tell they were both like just having fun with each other.
Yeah.
So like,
hurt dog. That triple single got him though. He didn't like that triple single comment. It's time for the radio.
WTECK Radio 69.9 FM, where 69 is fine.
Is this our first repeat? No, Dame's been on a couple times. I'll say.
Lonzo's been on a couple times too.
Yeah.
And Marvin Bagley too.
But we did that was
pre-radio.
No. Oh. Yes, because we did play a Marvin Bagley song earlier. Ken, do you want to tell the people what the radio segment is if they're new here?
Yeah, I can go for it.
Already.
So this is a part of the show where we showcased a song that is sports adjacent. So either written, like directed, performed, by someone in sports, not necessarily athlete, but has something involved in sports in some way. Tim is our DJ. DJ, give it to me.
Hello.
I told every time we do something different.
And this is our backroom meeting.
Okay.
Hey, I did pretty good. How about that?
You did pretty good this week, we're going to do John Cena right now. Pause. That sounded terrible.
Hey.
This week's song is going to be Right Now by John Cena. All right.
It's like I refuse to do John Cena.
It just kept getting worse. So like we're gonna do John Cena right now. So it was like you got to change up that order.
I'm cool. I'm a pass on that one.
You can't do all that. This is from 2005. His You Can't See Me album. It has the spinner.
Yeah, you can't see me.
It has the spinner belt as the album art. Yep. So that's the frame of John Cena you're getting. Tim, would you like the song to come in as you go live on air? Would you like to cue it in?
I've never heard this song before, I don't believe. So
that's why I was like, let me get this one because I feel like this one is not as popular as the other one I was going to go with.
You can start it.
Okay. Ken, would you cue us down on air?
Indeed. 5, 4, 3, 2.
WTECK Radio 69.9 with 69 is fine. We have John Cena with Right Now. I was trying to do my announcer voice and shit. This nigga got a ballad?
Can't help but feel it.
You can't help but feel it.
That was terrible. That one.
Excuse me for a minute while I lighten the mood. Just clap with me like the lightning do. Yeah. A bit of soul food that you be biting into. And if you feel me, then I'm writing for you.
He sound like LL mixed with Will.
Now, put another coat of wax on the ride. For a minute, put the beef and the gats to the side. Cause this track's got a vibe to chill to. Enjoy life for 5 minutes.
Tim's kind of feeling it.
Stay true, man.
Okay, Cena.
At the end of the day, we all human. This one's for you, the ones that you close to. Show some love, it's what you supposed to. Right now, forget the ends and the bends. Pop a cold one, man. Toast it with your real friends. Call your folks. Tell them you tight now. Cause everything looking pretty good right now.
Okay, with the feel good, trying to make a summer anthem, John Cena. I don't think I would play it in the summertime, but I hear what you're trying to do.
It doesn't suck. I'm not gonna.
It's
It
not
don't
terrible.
suck. Yeah, it's not terrible.
Right now, baby, we all gon' ride.
It sounds like a generic
Kanye.
What was that one song?
It's definitely a fake Kanye beat.
LFO or something like that. Is that it?
Party Rock?
No, they made a song called Summertime or some shit like that.
I know exactly
You know what I'm talking
about. LFO.
Yeah, LFO. That's what it sounds like.
The rap version of LFO?
Yeah,
That's
what it
probably
sounds
an insult, but I enjoy that song by LFO.
That
so.
song was fire.
Love, baby. Tell your girl she's strong and whisper in the ear after dinner it's on and take it slow, baby. Cause everything real when you at family dinner, y'all.
I guess this is
enjoy that meal. Thank God that you held
the trademark who's on his theme song as well.
So basically, they do his ghostwriter.
No, John B. Free, like John Cena raps. I'm not gonna say he's a good rapper, but man, he raps. Like I
Saved
can't.
his job.
I won't. It did. It honestly.
Did you finally watch it?
I did watch that one.
It
Literally saved his job because he's about to get the boot.
I was like,
According to WWE.
No, I
can believe that.
because if you remember his gimmick before he had this,
He had a game.
that's the point.
That's the thing.
That's the point. He
was
just
just
wore them little shorts that was the color of every city. He was like that too good baby face.
Oh, for real? Nobody want to
he
see
was
this
just
shit.
generic as
and
fuck.
he was losing it. Like they were putting him on velocity, and he was about to be out the door. And he just happened to be on the bus freestyling.
And Stephanie McMenamin.
And Stephanie heard him and was like, "How'd you do that?"
He started beatboxing this shit.
He said he was in the back with
Drop
Rikishi
the
and Rey
beat.
Mysterio freestyling.
Freestyling.
Shit.
Of course, it's Rey Mysterio and Rikishi in the back with him.
You already know.
I was like, of course it's Rikishi.
You think Rikishi got bars?
Probably. Didn't Rikishi have a song?
Did he?
Now we gotta look it up. We're gonna have to look for Rikishi.
I don't recall Rikishi. Did he do his own thing? Did he do the Batman song by himself?
I don't know.
Because, you know, some people think that superstars do their own music, which...
There's a John Cena and Rikishi rap battle.
Is there really?
Uh-huh.
A John Cena Rikishi rap battle? What
Really?
It was on
time?
SmackDown.
Oh, well.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
a real one.
no.
That's cool.
I thought it was like a real rap battle.
That's cool. It's good. That's gonna have a lot of
Uso's
mail
Blue Day
on
one
it.
was a good one too. Wale was a judge.
God damn.
Oh, God. So, yeah, that was John Cena and the trademark right now.
Avenue.
Well, yeah, you know. You said the rap battle. All right. Injuries. Tim. Unplugging the arms. It just slid right on by. Pause.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, Giannis.
Milwaukee forward Giannis Antetokounmpo, his knee will be reevaluated this week after missing 2 games. Mm-hmm. Indiana guard Malcolm Brogdon quad is listed as week to week.
He got injured against the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Minnesota center Karl Anthony Towns wrist will miss at least another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Portland center Yusuf Nurkic is set to make his season debut on March 15th versus Houston. I can't wait for that because they've been needing a big man. I mean, they got Hassan, but they've been needing a big man. And Memphis announced that Jaren Jackson Jr. and Justice Winslow are both likely to return within the next week.
Good for them.
Yeah, that's big. That's what's up.
As I saw this really cute video of Ja, you know, he does that goggle celebration.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing on the sidelines, like if the camera pans, it's a little boy in the audience, like just doing this, like it's pregame, and his kids there early to see John. He's doing the goggles, and they just goggling each other. It's adorable.
And lastly, MLB. Houston pitcher Justin Verlander, mild lat strain, is out indefinitely.
All right, let's talk about this coronavirus now because
Yeah.
things keep escalating. In the sports world, the MLB, MLS, NBA, and NHL issued a joint statement on league media policy saying that locker rooms and clubhouses will, quote, be open to players and essential personnel only until further notice, end quote. There are some writers who are not happy about this.
Of course they're not.
Which I can understand.
They got a job to do, too.
Exactly. So it's like, I hope they can find a different way to get, I don't know how they would get access, though, without the locker room.
Well, they still do, like, the post-practice scrums.
Oh, yeah.
I think that they may set up, like, I mean, obviously for the playoffs, like, they do the podium, so.
So you got that
you
distance.
get there, yeah. But it was funny, like, I saw a picture of LeBron doing his post-practice media availability today, and, like, they have, like, a whole little, like, the little ropes, like, they cordon people off, and, like, it's just, like, him standing there, and there's, like, people, like, standing 7 feet back. And
He made a joke, I think, too, like, I feel so safe. I was so threatened before. We Serie A and all, that's how you say it?
Serie A.
Italian. Serie A and all Italian sporting events have been suspended indefinitely amid coronavirus. Italy just shut everything down. Like, the country is
completely
locked
shut
down.
They got hit hard, though. Like, they...
It went from, like, overnight, it's balloon, bro.
So, here's So here's my thing with the numbers, especially like here in the United States, because I didn't realize that the testing kits, the U.S. didn't take like the testing kits that were available because they wanted to develop their own. So like it was a couple
weird ones.
No, it was like a gap in when they could be doing testing because they didn't have a test to do because they didn't want to accept the one that was being issued out around the world.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So now that we have our own test, now they're doing a test, and now more, states have the testing ability. So the numbers are going to continue to go up because...
Yeah, more people get tested.
Also, one thing to keep in mind is that they aren't necessarily testing everybody. Like, anybody that comes in with... Like, there's a very high standard to even receive the coronavirus test, even if you exhibit, like, most of, if not all of the symptoms. Because the U.S. and other European countries, like, are adopting a policy of... ostrich, like just sticking your head in the sand. Like if we don't test people, then we can't report numbers, and
which is dangerous.
Yeah.
Very.
But then there's also
dangerous.
a nice number of people who probably like, I ain't got it. Don't worry about it. It's just fake and blowing up, whatever. But
I got some. When this show ends, remind me to tell y'all something I heard about the coronavirus. I ain't gonna put it on the air because I don't, something I heard, but. We're gonna come back.
Heard down by the river,
but it involves something that's local here. Wednesday's PSG. I don't know the soccer team.
Oh no, I'm looking for it. I lost it.
Dortmund?
Wednesday's PSG Dortmund Champions League match will be played in front of an empty stadium.
That's what we seem to be heading towards. Some empty stadiums. A question though, what do y'all think is gonna happen with March Madness?
I don't know. They canceled everything, bro.
They can't cancel.
They canceled South by Southwest, bro.
I know.
Yeah, but that's
and
not
they
the
talking about
NCAA tournament.
Yeah, they talking about Coachella next too, but not the tournament, bro.
Flights,
like they'll still
empty arenas, maybe.
The games will be played.
Yeah,
like that I can almost guarantee you. But yeah, like as far as having fans, like that's touch and go at this point, because like having 18 to 20,000 people in arenas, and then like getting to the Final Four and having a stadium, like.
And what do they keep saying about avoid large gatherings? Yeah. So, like it was funny because a couple weeks ago I was talking to some friends like we should go to a Bucks game, and now I'm like,
yeah, I have tickets for the game on like the 25th or something.
I think I was looking at the game, wherever the last Milwaukee Monday game is. That's what I was looking at.
That's the Detroit game on the 23rd.
Because I was like, cheap tickets, they got the nice deal. And I was like, never mind.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm trying to avoid all public gatherings like that, really.
I am too.
I went to the Baby U Catholic Memorial game. Freaking security guard just walked in the middle of the court during the timeout.
I was like, what the fuck? Just coughing
all over the court. In the middle of the timeout. I'm just sitting in the stands like...
That nigga a terrorist,
I should have stayed at home, bro.
He a terrorist, bro. Y'all should have tackled his motherfucking ass.
I'm like, this is how this shit go. I like, because it's hard to change nasty habits for people.
Yeah, bro. He a fucking terrorist,
That's a fact. And this has shown me how nasty people are. But I was like, I shouldn't be surprised because y'all wasn't even washing y'all legs in the shower. So I should have known that you weren't.
Washing your legs.
I think about that too often. Still, it bothers me that people really were not
People
washing.
use the toilet, bro. You do a number 2. and just walk clean out. No, you have to walk past the sink to walk out the door, B.
It was a
like
chick,
simply what, nigga? What?
On the View,
your hand on your whole ass.
She said she don't wash her hands when she's in the bathroom at home
yeah,
because it's at home.
She nasty.
No, you like the germs, just like. We're in our home environment. We're fine.
That doesn't change that the fact you have to wipe yourself and you got
right, bro. Like
it's gross.
We teach our 4-year-old to wash his hands after he used the bathroom. Like what the fuck?
My mom used
not that hard.
If the toilet flushed quick and you hear the door open too quick, she's like, "Did you wash your hands? Wash them longer." Because I don't.
I ain't hear. I do that with my daughters now. I'm like, "You wash your hands."
The water ain't been.
You came out too fast, bro. I heard the water turn off and on too fast, bro. Go back in there.
Then I started when I started all the kids around me, and it's like I would hear them. They would turn water on, but you don't hear the you can hear the splash, and I'm like, you just turned the water. Go back. Let me watch you wash your hands now.
So you grab the towel, dry your hands. Yeah, you wash your hands. Go feel the towel and shit. Is it wet?
I got yelled at for washing my hands.
Oh,
I was at my grandfather's funeral, so we were at the church, and I used the bathroom, and like it was like right after the service, so like plenty of people came in. It's like I went to the urinal, I came out, I went to the thing, like I ran, like I got the soap, lathered up, put it under the thing, was still like lathering like under the water. And then, like, one old dude that I guess was, like, a church caretaker or something, like, "Oh, man, don't do that to me. Don't want the water that long." I'm like, "Nigga, I'm washing my fucking hands." Like, what the fuck? Like
to me, that water bill.
I almost forgot I was in a church, and I started to say some shit. Like, I'm like, "Hey, nigga, do you pay the bill? Like, what the fuck?"
You probably do, bro.
Those are my tithes.
He was hurting his feelings. My really hurt his soul and shit. He was laying down when you turned that water on. He ran in there.
The water woke him up.
Right.
The
water bill.
The water bill on a little long.
Who the fuck running the water that long?
No, tripping. At the church, who was?
The Ivy League actually canceled their conference basketball tournaments. So regular season champion Yale is going to get that automatic NCAA tournament.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
To be fair, like I don't know how recently they instituted a tournament anyway. So like usually they would just do this anyway. So like I don't know if this would have been the first year or it's been recent. So like for them, it's a little more. You know,
not as
big as yeah. Whereas like if like the Big Ten was
or
like
the ACC was
you told me.
Tim, like, I ain't going, boss.
You said I can play for this shit.
You over here rocking as he's saying it like he really got told that his team ain't gonna get the automatic bid. The Indian Wells tennis tournament was canceled. They said they might reschedule that. Tennis players were sitting there like, I don't know if I'm about to be playing. The NBA is going to be having a conference call on Wednesday to discuss coronavirus strategy with owners. At first, they brought up to LeBron last week, like, what would you think of playing in, NBA arena with no fans? And he was like, ain't no fan. I ain't going. I play for the fans. And this week he was like, look.
I didn't realize this was actually a thing. Like,
I know what I was talking about.
I hear you now.
Stay your nasty asses at home.
So, do what you need to do.
And just to clarify, the first year was 2017 for the Ivy League tournament.
Oh, really?
Okay, so
so I've been playing for my shit. Okay.
Lord.
Listen, all I know, if I came in at my freshman year and that's what we was doing, that's all I know. Now you gonna tell me I can't? You would just give this motherfucker the title now?
I mean, they're the best.
I guess you should.
Like, I'm not as hardcore about it as him, but like it is. Like if you like at the end of the year, if you're like, oh well, we have good position and like we don't need to push it for like the number 1 seed in the conference because we'll get in the tournament. And I think we can beat them.
All right.
Nope.
All right.
Try again next year if Corona don't kill everybody.
Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding, y'all. Like, I shouldn't say that because we have a media platform, and some of y'all might actually be really scared.
That's what it'd be a soundbite now.
Right.
Take Foul said Corona gonna kill us all.
Damn.
Put me on the Breakfast Club immediately. We ain't say none of that shit. Y'all say niggas, they be loose as a bitch with niggas on Breakfast Club. I was like, I could easily be on there. Charlamagne be loose with the niggas.
I mean, if we mess up, we can just try to get on Red Table, talk like every other black person.
Crying and shit.
Like, when did this show... Sorry, I just have to say, I wish I could blow the whistle on Red Table Talk. Because I used to really enjoy the show because it was about, like, healing and, like, health and, like, growth. And now, like...
It's the new Oprah.
Right. Like, now it's like, you black and you messed up. Let's go to Red Table Talk because Jada going to help us get out of this.
Black Ellen.
Damn near.
Facts.
last coronavirus point, that's how many things have been happening around the sports world. In an interview, Liz Cambridge actually said that she and another player on the LA Sparks contracted the virus and were hospitalized before Christmas.
No, babe.
Yeah, when she was in China, she was just saying, like, they were saying it was an unknown virus at the time. They were like, we
don't know what this is, bro. That's some scary shit.
That is scary.
Yeah. Like, they can't do shit?
She's healthy now, though, so.
Good stuff.
I will say shout out to the Rona, though, for these cheap-ass airline flights.
Oh, my God. Like, someone says
my guy just said he booked a flight to Iceland from Houston for $400. Desi. Yep.
Someone says like the dollar menu of flights right now. So if you ain't worried about it, go ahead.
I saw like I think it was New Orleans to Miami for like $40 round trip.
Damn.
Also
40?
LA to Las Vegas, $40.
I'm just saying here to LA was like 122, something like that.
Nigga. That ain't shit, my nigga. I've been trying to get out to LA.
Can't pick this phone up so quick.
Hey, on what? I was like, nigga, I've been trying to get out to LA too.
You said 122.
Like, I'll be at the finals.
Exactly. Don't threaten me with a good time, goddamn.
Google's parent company, this just came through CNN. It's not sport related, but you know, Google's parent company is asking all of its employees across North America to work from home for the next month.
Damn.
Due to coronavirus.
Oh shit.
Damn.
I'm calling it tomorrow.
No. Right. You want to go?
Oh, go ahead.
Atlanta CEO Steve Koonin. Is that really that motherfucker? Never mind. Okay. Atlanta CEO.
I looked that one. That is his name.
Steve Koonin. Proposed a radical idea to remake the NBA schedule. I bet you.
Do you have his nationality?
Let's just say he can't say his last name.
Okay.
Damn.
To certain people.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn. And then you walk in Mr. Koonin.
Yeah, I'm Koonin.
They probably got to say it like that, too.
That's when we just walk an eye there, boss.
I'm just Koonin today.
The fuck? I don't think I can say, like, okay, anyways. Go on with the story.
All right, so his radical idea is remake the NBA schedule. Season will start in mid-December after college football championships before bowl games. NBA finals would take place in August with the draft, and free agency held the following month. Then a natural window for implementation. The natural window for implementation would be 2023 to 24 with the new CBA, or 2024 to 25 with the new TV deal seasons.
Now, I will say quickly that he had this idea because he was saying that he thinks part of the reason why NBA ratings are so bad is because they're competing with the NFL. And he's like, it's just a juggernaut. Maybe we'd be smarter to just be like,
let football have their time.
yeah, like let football have their time, and then we can have our time. And our only competition in the summer would be MLB. Like we like that fight a little bit more than we like to fight with the NFL. So that being said, what do y'all think about starting the season?
I mean, people already say like the NBA season doesn't get started until Christmas. Anyway. So if that's what people feel, like, you might as well take advantage of that and be like, oh yeah, no, we actually do just start at Christmas.
That first year, I'll be sad. Like, dang, basketball ended in June. Now I gotta wait till December. That first year, I'll just be sad. But like
after that, you get used to, like, the NFL running right into the NBA.
That actually
that is dope.
That's not a bad schedule.
Really
man.
good. Yeah.
Because then you got something on all the time.
All the time.
Because people in the summer
Because then you
always
can
be
for real
like,
be demoted to your team, like legit.
Now I saw a couple media writers on Twitter saying like, I will quit if you make me work all summer. And I was like,
damn,
I'll take your job.
Right, like I already work all summer.
I'll take your job. I'm like, hey, don't worry, big baby, we coming. We don't mind working the summer months to cover the NBA. Well,
I already worked the 7 months.
Exactly.
This ain't no option for us.
Ain't no thing.
And I mean, like, honestly, like, that would be better off anyway, because like so many of their teams are in like cold weather places, so like it would improve like the attendance at games.
Yeah, Milwaukee's beautiful in August.
It makes more markets like livable for like NBA players, where it's like, oh, I get to live in Milwaukee through August as opposed to
during the cold months, and also makes All-Star Weekend
Yeah,
more
because that will push it to probably like May.
You know what? I'm with you, Coonan.
There you go.
I'm with you.
And you know he could help you be ignorant as a motherfucker.
Another counter argument people have was saying that they would think that NBA players have a problem with the schedule because they enjoy being able to have the summer with their families because they travel so often.
You get to have Christmas and the holidays with your
That
family.
was I was like, but then you get to be there
And
for
the
the
New
whole
Year.
like the school year. You get to help with homework. You get to
Like,
see
all
like
of that.
You're literally there the entire school year.
Yeah. So like the implementation point is that like all three of these entities would have to agree. So like the league, the Players Association, and the TV rights people. So
Do you know if they've talked about like how likely it like does this have like
it's
any chance?
it's in its infant stages, but the NBA did say that they're open to reevaluating the schedule.
See? Fluidity.
Woo, he on one, bro. He on one tonight.
He just said a word. What you impressed by fluidity?
Hey, bro, that's my nigga. I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it going. Goddamn it!
Fuck with you.
All right.
All right. Last thing. U.S. men's national team goalkeeper Zach Steffen. I believe it's Stefan or Steffen.
I don't know. You put it in there.
I said I
Stefan.
When I hear Stefan, I think of just
Urkel.
I always said that was. I liked that. I always wish that was my name too.
Well, Stefan.
Stefan. But then, yeah, that was the thing. Back in the day.
Dog. Stefan.
I
Call me
I
Stefan.
pictured a little Tim being like, I wish my name was Stefan.
I think that was my first
Like he
name.
wanted to step into the old refrigerator and be
the
like,
time machine and be like,
come out crispy.
Stefan. That's wild. That's wild. Okay. Sorry.
Tim probably do got an alter ego.
I do.
Timote.
I was gonna say Stefan.
Anyways,
He don't like.
hey, Pierre been chilling.
He take off his glasses and he a whole different.
Hey, for real, Clark Kent. Shit, motherfucker didn't recognize me.
They
with these
say
shits on.
irritate by the hell out of me.
I still don't get it.
Fucks take his glasses off. You don't know who he is. What the fuck?
Surprise.
I'm like, man, fuck. I've been here. Fuck Superman. You ain't.
So, Stefan will be given the opportunity to challenge for the #1 goalkeeper spot in Manchester City this summer. He's currently on loan from City to Fortuna. So it's a good thing. It's a good look for the men's national team because then we'll finally have a goalie who would be in. Like we had Tim Howard, but he wasn't at like a humongous club. Yeah, he played at Fulham or Everton, one of them. But Man City is huge. It's like one
Except
of them.
they cheating.
Shut your ass. Anyways.
It ain't like he's getting to pay in the Champions League or nothing.
We already signed him when he was supposed to go in the first place.
Touche.
I'm just saying, he's
We
there
already
now.
seen
He
him.
don't get to play.
We seen him already though. Like we loaned him out,
Okay, but now he ain't got.
but now he get a chance, and that's a good look for the men's national team because for the Olympics and like World Cup and shit like that, we'll have a top goalkeeper in the top club.
I mean, yeah, because the men's team has been.
Anyways, yeah.
Last but not least, Cleveland has agreed to a multi-year contract with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
I think it's for 4 years. That's what I saw. Forbes report.
You and this damn job, bro.
That's the most niggerish shit you've ever done on this show.
And last
Like,
week he
it's
bought
so
a
damn
whole
country.
he bought a jug. Like
jug
now
of
he has a
juice.
mason jar full of Kool-Aid. Red
Red
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
and it is
country.
refreshing, motherfucker. Yeah.
Blow the whistle.
Straight.
Not on you drinking out of a mason jar, but just to the segment.
All right, now that's enough out of you. You know what? Tee his ass up.
This nigga here, man. This nigga here. It's
This nigga here is ESPN reporter Dave McMenamin.
What a fucking name,
I'll
bro.
take your job. Like, give us your jobs. God, y'all be so. I'll let Eric handle this, but God, the stuff they say, I feel like I should get paid if they can say some of the stuff they say on TV, dog. It just don't make sense.
Yeah. So he was on the jump on Monday to discuss. I mean, he was a panelist, but he was discussing the MVP race after LeBron's big weekend. Like, first of all, let me just say, like, Giannis has been consistent from the start of the season. Like, every time there's an MVP debate, like throughout the season, it was, is it Giannis or is it Luka? Is it Giannis or is it Harden? Is it Giannis or is it LeBron? Like, it's just Giannis. Like, the consistent through the entire year. Fuck what y'all talking. No. I hear you giggling. But anyway, yeah, like Giannis has been consistent for the entire season, and like now LeBron has 2 big games on national television, and now it's LeBron MVP now. Like really?
Look what ESPN started.
Hey.
He started on a Wednesday.
They started when they knew that game was coming up.
On a Wednesday.
They started that before that. It was like that Sunday. They were like, and LeBron MVP, right? We got a week before this game. Let's get this going.
Hey, sounds good to me, goddammit.
I bet it do sound good to you.
So what was McMenamin's case?
Sorry, I'm trying to find the.
Can I tell them what Dave did? Or
Yeah, sure. You can set it up.
He used Kobe as a reason as to why LeBron should win MVP.
Oh, fuck him, bro. Don't do that.
And also credited that LeBron had a harder offseason with the whole China controversy. And I was like...
That's a problem that he created.
So, yeah, I wasn't going to blow the... I'm glad you put this on here because that nigga was tripping.
I gotta hear. I gotta hear your rationale, sir.
It ain't none.
He has navigated
So you stumbling over your words.
And maybe the biggest tragedy in the history of the NBA this season. That's extra stuff that, quite frankly, Giannis is not going through. He has...
Sorry, that was the entirety of the clip that I had. You have a longer one?
No, it's just like 18-second clip.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, like you said, like it's putting extra shit on like an MVP. Again, like it goes back to my point a couple weeks ago where I was saying like I'm over the word narrative. Like I'm over the argument that narrative like drives everything. It's like talk about like them as basketball players. Talk about what they're doing actually on the court because that should be what matters. And also like to bring like the entire NBA is mourning Kobe. Like LeBron doesn't have special ownership over grief.
Exactly.
Like I get it. Like he's a leader in that forefront, but like. Probably every MVP candidate has like a personal story with Kobe. Like Luke could be like, "Oh, he was like I was just talking to him and he was taking me under his wing." Trey is like, "Yeah, Gigi was his favorite player." I mean, he was Gigi's favorite player. Like Giannis worked out with Kobe like over 2 summers, I think.
Giannis idolized Kobe.
Right.
He only wore Kobe's actually until he got his own shoe.
Kobe told him to go win MVP. So if you want, you know what I mean, like. You can make that argument for any player. So, like, to use that as...
Kyrie. Like, I mean, it's just a lot of players.
Like,
it's also... Sorry to jump in
unseemly.
On you. It feels gross to use Kobe in that way. Like, it's gross. Like, let the MVP conversation be about basketball and not
which is what Kobe would want. Like, Kobe care about, like, on the court. Like, who's balling out. Like, you know...
Like, it was just... It's gross.
And like your point to the China thing, like again, like LeBron was the one that stepped in that. Like he's dealing with the China thing because he said something stupid. Yeah. Like you don't get extra points for that. You don't get extra points because you're 35 years old. You don't get extra points. Like it's just like it's all this other shit that they bringing into it, and it's just like,
is he hooping?
Don't. Yeah. Let's talk about the basketball. Like he had 2 really good games against 2 really good teams. Talk about that. Like you don't have to bring all that other shit into it.
For sure. Tech Top 5.
5, 4,
3,
2,
1.
Tech Top 5.
Last week's Tech Top 5 was top comedians you would want to see.
Who had Cedric the Entertainer? That was you.
That was my list.
Yep, you won with 6. Then I had 5, and I think Ken had 5 because you had Seinfeld, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see how many you had.
I think I only had like 2.
Okay. Fits.
You can't help it. I think people have put some in the comments. I don't know if you still have it up.
I did a screenshot, sorry.
So my list that won last week, it was Cedric Entertainer, Hannibal Buress, Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, and Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yeah. Tim, you did have 2. So Mac had 5, Jerry Seinfeld, 4, the 85 South group, DC, Young Fly, Carlos Miller, Chico. You can't pick 4 people.
Free bird rule, bro.
3, Martin. 2, Eddie Murphy. 1, Dave Chappelle. He wishes that Bernie Mac was still alive because he would definitely be number 1 on his list.
Don't we all?
Definitely.
Donovan said 5, Bert Krishner. 4, Tom Segura. 3 and 2, Cat Williams and Eddie Murphy. And 1, Dave Chappelle. Oh, okay. Tony said Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, Wanda Sykes, Bill Cosby. He said inactive, but still one of the best stand-ups ever.
Okay.
Honorable mention: Eddie Murphy and Billy Crystal. deceased. He got like 8 people. Deceased Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, and Don Rickles. And the mayor said Hannibal Buress, Mike Epps, Trevor Noah, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle.
Trevor Noah also is a very good show.
Yeah, Trevor Noah though.
We had a great time at that show.
You say trash?
No, I'm talking about Trevor Noah's good.
Yeah, he's good. This week we are doing top animated TV shows of all time. Before you start your list, make sure you tell the people what your criteria was. So, Tim.
My favorite is always.
So your favorites.
Well,
this was difficult.
My favorites mixed in with what I know is the shits.
Okay, I like that.
All right, so number 5, Family Guy.
Okay, strong.
Number 4, I got the Boondocks.
Okay, strong.
Number 3, I got the Simpsons.
Okay, strong.
Number 2, I got the X-Men.
That's
yeah.
Over the Simpsons.
I want to know what his number 1 is.
Okay, that makes sense because you actually weren't a Simpsons kid.
Yeah.
Because number 1, I got Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Duh. That's why I was singing I'm Your Baby Tonight earlier.
Bro, Wolverine and Cyclops used to get into it.
Every
fucking episode, bro.
They hate
Wolverine was always ready, bro. He stayed ready to whoop his ass, dog.
Cyclops a little hold on.
He was dog. Wolverine was stayed ready, dog.
Always. On site.
Storm was always telling motherfuckers to shut up.
I'll take your bitch, nigga. Like, damn, why you gotta do him like that?
Like, Jean could always say something. You could say something. No, she ain't. She's just chilling.
Jean just like, no.
She showed this
shit.
snap on Gambit for trying to season her food, though.
Hey, Gambit was my nigga, dog.
I just had to throw that out. I'm never going to forget that
It's
scene.
Cajun, baby.
Chevy.
Eric, what was your criteria for selection of your list?
I guess I went with favorites.
Okay.
Sure. 5, South Park. 4, X-Men. 3, Batman. 2, Looney Tunes.
Yes.
2, Looney Tunes. 1, Boondocks.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I told Ken. When I walked
No
in, I was
Simpsons
like,
at all, huh?
Batman was...
No Simpsons at all?
Fuck the Simpsons.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yes. I'll be that.
Oh,
That shit ain't been good in 15 years.
damn.
But the first
At
15
least.
were so good. First of all, the fact that you can say that, like,
The first 15
that-
years.
like my God, like that's a,
15
Okay.
years.
Goat and shit.
All right.
They shooting like Harden. Like
So-
just straight volume.
Now I will say some of the new episodes actually are funny. Like we do catch a couple of the new ones, and they do some funny stuff. Like when Homer was texting Lisa, which is funny that they keep up with that. And he's like, I can't find my phone. She said, you're texting from it. And he sent her back the gif of himself going into the bushes. I was like, oh, yes, sir, Simpsons! Yes. Lisa looked at her phone and said, oh, God, and like threw it down. Like,
That's dopeness.
They always try to keep up.
They always do when they be predicting. Anyways, so my list, I had to workshop this. So full disclosure, not a big cartoon person.
Okay.
Now, my husband, the mayor, he is a cartoon guy. So therefore, the only 4 cartoons that I see regularly now are Rick and Morty, Futurama, Family Guy, and American Dad.
Okay.
'Cause that's what he watches. Now, when I was making my list, I decided to go by the art style. Fun or interesting story arcs, memorable characters, consistent writing, and then quotables, cultural impact.
You science the shit out this.
I really, this is my favorite part of the show every week. I love doing this because it's a time to kind of check personal bias and just kind of try to, do your thing. So number 5, I actually have Rick and Morty.
Okay.
That shit crazy.
Because they have done so much in so little time. And the writing is really good. 4, I got Looney Tunes.
Okay.
3, I got the Boondocks. 2, I have Pokemon Indigo League. And number 1, I got The Simpsons.
Strong. So my 5.
You got to put that on there because,
No Johto?
No, we Indigo League over here. The one that helped start the phenomenon. That's the one.
Oh, that was the original one? Like
that's the original one. That's the first one.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's one is
Red and blue.
okay.
Like if there's no Pokemon show, Pikachu's just another Pokemon.
Oh yeah, will be.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
because he ain't really that cold.
Hey, he's cold.
He ain't really ain't
If you
that
get his level up, he good. But
cold. He
like,
ain't that cold. He's serviceable.
you always probably evolved him into Raichu, didn't you?
Yeah, of course.
How dare you? He ain't even cute no more when he rides.
He has some pizzazz.
What was the middle evolution?
There was no middle.
He just had 2.
Oh, it was just 2?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Pikachu technically is the middle now. Because it's Pichu, Raichu.
Oh, they added Pichu.
Yeah. Baby Pokemon.
I don't count. I'm a 151 and 151 only.
The OGs.
The OGs. Ken, your list.
5, Looney Tunes. 4, Family Guy. 3, Batman animated series. 2, Boondocks. 1, The Simpsons. Batman was cold.
It was
bro.
cold.
It
I
was a
told
good
you.
show.
It
Batman
introduced me to
was
Ra's al Ghul, bro.
cold, bro.
Smacking his ass. Infidel.
Spider-Man was cold too.
I want to say I'm happy none of y'all had SpongeBob.
My son watched that. It's annoying, but it be
Hey,
funny
SpongeBob was
sometimes.
funny.
I hated
SpongeBob
that
was
show.
hilarious.
What else was on y'all list?
Teen Titans, Pinky and the Brain,
Scooby-Doo.
Animaniacs,
I had X-Men. I had Rugrats. That's on my short list.
Tom and Jerry.
I had Tom and Jerry. Then I had this as a joke because I was just curious. Would Schoolhouse Rock count?
I used to love Schoolhouse Rock.
It depends what episode it was.
Oh, the body
It's
man loves
episodic.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock. We gotta get him a Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh, Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
I hated Space Ghost.
That was my shit.
It was
bro.
man when it
Like,
came
I feel
on.
like I would like it now just because it's probably adulthood, but like as a kid, I was just
I
like,
hated
that
it.
was my
Oh, I
shit,
guess it's time to
dog.
go to sleep now.
right.
He just come on late as a bitch.
It was that and Frasier. Like those are my 2 triggers. Like, okay, TV is done for me now.
Mine was that MASH.
Yep.
That music started playing
MASH
and
and
shit.
then Taxi too.
Yeah.
When I would hear Taxi come on TV, I'd be like, oh.
It must be 9
On
o'clock.
Channel
Like,
6 and shit.
Again, this is me as a child. Golden Girls was also one of them.
To go to sleep too.
Yep.
It's a different.
Yeah.
As a kid, that show ain't gonna have no.
Because that's your
interest.
great grandma's TV shows. Oh, that's just grandma shows. So I'm going to bed now. That's at least that was my mindset.
We should do one like shows you only like shows from the prior generation or something like that. Like shows that we only know because I don't know how.
Yeah,
to
I saw a meme like about like this is the I was raised by my grandma starter pack.
Yeah.
And it was like Matt Light in the heat of the night.
Hell yeah.
Murder
dude.
She Wrote.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Dude was getting his shit off though. In the heat.
My mom had me sitting here watching like Designer Women, and I'm like, I shouldn't. What I know about Designer Women?
Mm-hmm.
Murphy Brown. We watching all kinds of random sitcoms. I'm like, okay, mama.
But I bet you all of them slap now. Like as an adult.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we was watching Living Single and Martin as kids too, and I'm
Yeah,
like
really, yeah.
giggling as a kid, like, yeah, it's
Not
funny,
knowing half
but
the jokes.
I didn't even get it. That's the show this week. We hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure you guys head to the Facebook group to vote on the Tech Top 5 list.
Nobody said Rugrats or Doug.
I have Rugrats on my short list. Then I also had Peanuts, but I was like, that's not really a cartoon. I just like the
specials.
The specials.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
The dude on the piano used to be clowning.
Did y'all
bro.
fuck with Ass Told by Ginger?
No.
Oh, I used to love
She's a redhead.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I didn't like that too much.
No.
Did you watch Daria? You seem like a Daria
No.
kid. No, really?
Dario was straight. Hey Arnold was one too.
That's
Hey,
questionable,
Arnold was
actually.
one,
Like I don't know if she was straight.
too. Well, yeah.
But yeah, that's the show. Make sure y'all vote on the poll in the Facebook group. If you're not in there, make sure you join. Reminder: Tech File Challenge this week.
Mm-hmm.
Screenshot if you listen to the show, and
Yep.
invite somebody in. Like when you know share your screenshot, tell us who you
Exactly.
invited in, so we know who knew.
Exactly. So we can welcome them in.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome.
We promise not to cuss at him.
I ain't gonna say all that.
I was gonna say I don't know if you can say that for Ken. Ken might come in there like, "Welcome,
What up, nigga?
What up, nigga? What up?
If
At least
y'all-
for the first week.
Right. If y'all
Yeah.
want to follow me on social media, you can catch me
Wait a minute.
on Twitter, Instagram, and PSN. I deleted my Snapchat because I don't use it. What's the point? Camille Monet, CamilleMonae, because
Your mom is fancy.
thank you.
Hey, Bucks Burner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Goddamn right.
Everyday_gentleman
There you
on
go.
Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
For sure.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. Deuce, baby.
Here comes some baby.
Deuce.
That was garbage.
What?
So we end the show on some garbage.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.